This the them shirt. See, I got the girl right here. I got the them right here. Plus, I got the Bankhead coat hat. Can you see that? But on the them shirt, I got them. I got the girl looking at him them. He said, I give you a $40. He said, come on with that little $40 I got the Julio Jones throwback. I got the Bankhead coat rich today. Hey, this him, that's me with my Bankhead mask on. That's Big E. This really picturing like when we first got on as young D-boy back in the day. We first started getting money. We ran around and got all the young boys out of Bankhead. We started passing out Bankhead money. It said Bankhead rich today. And so we did magic. You know what I mean? Kind of puts you in the mind of like when people used to turn in Bankhead, how we used to send up to the was it a Family Dollar when we were growing up and get the little $10 swimming pool. We get a whole bunch of ice and we pour it in there and we get about drinks and every time you pull in Bankhead Coke, you had free drinks and free beer and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like people drunk all day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we were when we were coming up. It ain't like now, like even when we had a reunion, some people won't put in on the reunion, but they'll show up the day of the reunion and they be from Bankhead, but they'll have ace of spades, all kind of white liquor, you know what I'm saying? The expensive liquor, and they'll have it in their trunk and they'll pinch and give to certain people. Like, and I be looking at them like, who I wonder who they OG was from Bankhead. Cause I wasn't cut like that. I was gonna put it on the ground, put it on the table, and just say y'all drink. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody serve it. Like even them dudes, if they just brought a bottle and gave one bottle to the reunion, then kept the rest of their bottles to themselves, that'll even be different. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be funny. And I'm human, you know what I'm saying? Like since 2005, I guess. Hold on, El. I'm gonna show you another shirt I got. You might want this one. My truck tour, Al, so I wasn't able to set up in front of Greenbrier today. But look at this one, extra large. Got Bankhead coat all the way on the front and the back, and it's ultra soft. This ain't that cotton stuff that'll burn you up. As you can see, that's Crebo compartment right there, and that's Tammy compartment, Fatso compartment right there. If you see these steps right here, anybody from Bankhead know. You see them steps right there? Them the steps me and Bucky got to fight on when we were growing up. We were down there shooting dice one day. Bucky, he kind of like got the feeling himself, said some things, did some things. One thing about me when I was young, once I lost my temper, uh, sometime it wasn't coming back. Uh, I also got the Born Home shirt because Born Home was our neighbor. Before we started hustling, we didn't get along with Born Homes. The 17ers, they used to fight all the older guys from Bankhead. They used to fight and stuff. And we used to ride the bus through Born Home. They used to throw rocks at us and try to cut the food. We started getting money and ran into Big D and Tight, Lewis and Titus and Walt and Red McNeil, Phil, Ant, shit. All them boys started coming to Bankhead Coat. We used to play football up there in the back of Blaylock. And other guys in Bankhead used to always say, "Oh, y'all hang with them bank ball home, nigga." You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't gonna be no jumping on nobody from Barn Home when we started hanging with them, you know what I'm saying? Me and Gabe Ramsey, Kenneth Sloke and them from across the highway, we used to go up there in the back of Blaylock. And most especially when it snowed. And we we from Bankhead, we were poor, we had no real gloves. We get old socks and put on our hand when it snow. It'd be so cold, we'd be up there in the back of Blaylock playing football. And Barn Home kind of, in the back of Blaylock had a hill right there. And we can take a cardboard box, get on top of that hill where our baseball field, we slide down that hill on the cardboard box. And then when your time, like you play football, if it probably 7-on-7, 8-on-8, 9-on-9, whatever like that, if it be an odd number, somebody has to sit out. You just play up on the hill till your time come. Hey, look at us I got now. Ain't nobody else got this. I got some Bankhead coat, jogging pants. This is I'm a glass that. Y'all know I've been in too many car wrecks in my life. 2X. So this my size. Anybody else my size. I got 2 pair. So I got an extra large Bankhead shirt. Got 2 of these. 2 pair of pants. You want them, they $40. If you don't, one thing about me, I could wear Bankhead clothes all day. You know what I mean? Only thing you're gonna need with this green shirt, get you a green Bankhead hat or get you a green Hawks hat. You wear this to the Hawks game this year. You're gonna be the 5 thing in there. If you're a girl, you're gonna wear this to the Hawks game. Them, you know what I'm saying? You wanna get you some money. You really from Bankhead. I can see Lil Robert with this song right here. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, I do it for the cuz, I do it for us. I wish Teddy and Mo them, they over there with the money. They ain't came and hollered at me yet, said, man, I need to try to wear some of your gift since I be going in and out of town. Y'all stick with me like we stuck together doing the Bankhead bound, Teddy and Mo, you know what I mean? Don't leave now. This the time when we supposed to stick together. What else I got? We're gonna get back to the subject in a minute, but I was just showing you some hot merchandise that came in. I got some Perry Home headbands somewhere. Plus, my second home. If I mess around and disappear one day, y'all know I'm going to Noonan of the Grange. I'm going to get some rest. They're overbuilding in Atlanta. I go down there and buy some land, so they keep putting y'all ass out and trying to get rid of it. You can come down there and stay with me in the Grange. I have some land for you. That's why I'm trying to get the shirt business going and non-profit going, because they're going to put your ass out. But you're going to always remember this now. I be talking to all my Bankhead folk. Y'all don't support the business. Not to put my business in the street, but reason I don't hustle no more. I left y'all in 1998, then get back to 2005. I've been on paper since 2005. I can't go around my friends and my homeboys. I have to give these new niggas my friends because I couldn't go around them no more. I ain't the type to go around and try to sell drugs on parole. I got respect. I got honor. I don't want to be around when you drop nothing. I don't want to be able to tell you, hey man, you need to claim yours. And I ain't finna drop nothing around you and try to put it on you. I don't never want to get locked up and say, oh, I got 3 strikes, I got to tell on somebody. I'ma already just not be selling nothing. So if you got homeboys who out here still hustling and they know they got two strikes, they out on bond 3 or 4 times, you got to be able to check their temperature at home. You probably gonna tell something cause you out on bond on 3 cases, you done been around the road 4 times while you still selling something. I'm not finna put nobody's life in danger like that. still selling drugs and you been down the road 4 times. You can't even give you. They can't give you probation no more. They can't give you first offender act. So you might well get out the way. Let the other people have their time trying to sell drugs. You know, you get mad. You say somebody say, oh, "You might be snitching. Who I'm gonna go beat him up." You still going to prison. All this good merchandise, man. Got some people right now, man. Gotta go to my homeboy. I try to tell them they go buy some land, man. They frown up, toot their nose up at me, run over there and tell each other. Nigga talking about let's go buy some land. He tripping. Man, I'm a perfect example. These folk will come and take it from you. Y'all ain't no better than me. I thought I knew all the answers too. Putting stuff in other folk' names. Flair for rider shot under the cherry moon. All clubs all in LaGrange, all down in Hoganville, all in Alabama. I was trying to move around and do different stuff. They were watching. It's a dude from Allenville told me one time, he said, Rock, and I ain't never been to the Fed. He said, when they catch us, they got a big old board down in the Fed. They catch us, and then when we call home and call our people, they put my name and the people I call name up on the board. So they know who I am and they knew who all I'm calling. So now they just go and get on the computer, say he called this person. They run his name. So this must be who he getting it from. That must be who he getting it to. Then they know who everybody is in the system. We be thinking we getting away with something. And let's get away for a little while. Well, I'll tell you what. I was talking to somebody the other day. Nephew called me and said, why a lot of y'all growed up, I don't be hearing y'all had to snitch on folks and all that doing y'all generation. He said snitching that got bad this young generation. I said, we'll sit down in Bankhead coat on that rail. Me, Drew, Mark, JoJo, Melvin, the Berries, Brian, Curry Lewis, Teddy, Mo, Kato, them. It could be so Dave White. Guess what we'll say? Oh, we ain't finna go get caught with no heroin. So when somebody come to Bankhead and say, hey man, I got some heroin, but I got a lot of you want to sell it. Get what all of us will say. We ain't finna sell no heroin. And we ain't finna sit here and agree to be no diamond. We sat around and talked about how much time they'll give you if you get caught with powder. We knew how much time they'll give you if you get caught with rocks. We used to go somewhere and dude say, hey man, you get caught with 28 grams, they gonna give you 5 years. Well, if I had to go to Herman home to get some, I said, hey man, I called dude on phone, said, pick me up a 27. I don't even care if you kept that little extra gram. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it from Herman home back to Bankhead with 27 grams. I wasn't trying to bring 28 back. I would think about the time they could give me as a young buck. So I don't want to get caught with it. We weren't putting the hiding in the trunk. We finna ride down the Bankhead coat. If the police get behind us at 27 grams, we're gonna smash the gas, bend a corner or two, and throw it in the bushes. Back then when crack was hard. It was one time, man, if you go buy some dope, it was one time you would get out of the open and put you a rock off the ground in there. Because if the police get behind you, you want to be able to throw it far enough where to go in the woods. That's the generation we growed up in. We wasn't trying to, I just got to get away with every piece of dope we get. It was drug. We won't be able to get some more. You know how many times we done throw away some dope and dude come to Bankhead and say, hey, Rock, I had to throw away my dope, man. I'm going to need $600 to get me another ounce. Now, here goes $600. Boom. Brother, go get him some, man. Go flip his money. It might be 1 or 2 weeks. He'll bring the sick back. That's the generation I grew up in. It wasn't no always snitching. We weren't worried about no snitching. A dude didn't have to get caught with my dope for me to bond him. I not bond him out because he was from Bankhead Code. How the baby mama called me from a whole other side of town. You were born my boyfriend out. That's the generation we growed up in. People without trying stuff. We weren't finna ride with no heroin. We already know how much time they gave us. We went to Miami and brought the dope back ourselves. I went to Miami one time to bring the first piece back to Bankhead. I kept buying little stuff from John Hope. If I find a middleman, he said, I'm going to Miami. You need to go with me. And the first time I went to Miami, I already had my own money. Went down there. Man said, hey, he had a record truck. This is what he said. We're going to go down here. We're going to play like we finna sell this old school car. He did, now rest in peace. This ain't no snitching. But this was just how we went. We picked the old school up. We drove all the way to Miami in a record truck. Got to Miami, went to a sleazy motel. I remember we could see the football stadium and some Puerto Rican girls because he went and got me one. They had the hotel rooms. We had a room, and there was a door that you could go into the next room. It was just like in the movie Scarface. So when we went in our room, we heard some commotion in the other room. So brother who I was with, he opened it, they knocked on the door, he went in the room next door. I was still sitting in the room, and now they had done brought me a little Puerto Rican girl. You just play with her for a little while, stay busy. We playing around in the room, you know. About an hour or two later, he finally come back, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing in his hand. He didn't bring nothing back through that door. He said, all right, we finna go back to Atlanta here. He said, all right. I had a little girl dancing at the Blue Flame at the time. I ain't gonna call her name. Good folk. Puerto Rican. So, hey, you wanna go back to the city with me? I got some work for you. Don't look like you're doing nothing wasting your life down here. She said, yeah. So I'm about, man, can she go back with her? You know, keep her woke, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Pick the Puerto Rican up. We on our way back to the city. Back then they had these radars in the car. Damn, seemed like every damn mile you went. Chip, 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 chip. We ride back. Shit, I don't know if it was an hour or two or whatever, but we left at night because when we went down there with night, so we left at night and coming back. So it started to get daytime. So my man ride with me. He said, hey, it sure seemed like that goddamn car following us. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna pull over at this next wreck stop, see if this car following us. You know what I'm saying? We rode 1 or 2 hours. I don't know. I forgot because I know it's like 14 hours in that turnpike. So he pulled over to the rest stop. Boom. He let the girl get out to pee. You know what I'm saying? Told the girl, so get out, go use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? She get out, walked over toward the rest stop. He said, shut the door. I shut the door on the record truck. Pull off and leave. You know what I'm saying? I said, what's up? He said, I don't know if that bitch had a pimp or something. You know what I'm saying? He said, but them folk are following us. You know what I mean? We get back on the expressway. We get the ride. We come up to, I don't know. I know we were coming from Florida. We had to come through a little small town, Valdosta or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So we stopped at a Waffle House. Gas up right there in the little town. Get us something to eat. So he said, hey, man, you drive a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me rest my eyes. paying no attention. I got a driver's license. I get it. I never drove no damn rocket truck. You know what I'm saying? I get behind the wheel. I'm driving. All of a sudden, the goddamn radar. Over the eye, he said, just keep doing the speed limit. Just do the speed limit. So, all right. Young and impatient. But I keep looking. I keep thinking, like, if I don't see nothing, I'm going to speed while he sleep. You know what I'm saying? But the radar trying to tell you, you ain't going to see them. They already ahead. He said, pull over at the next rest stop. Pull over at the next rest stop. Pull over to the next rest stop. He said, I'm just going to have to take us on in sleeping, man. He said, "Cause you heavy foot." You know what I'm saying? He said, you know we loaded down. You started driving like that. You know what I mean? So he get behind the wheel. Goddamn, we get on back to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We get to Atlanta. Bring me the Bankhead coat. Let me out. He said, I'll be back. Nigga took off with the record truck in the car. You know what I'm saying? So the next day, I was staying in Techwood. Biggie and Terry had gave me their apartment in Techwood. Biggie was staying down in Dogwood on the side of Blue Flame down there. So next day I go to Techwood, get my bone. I'm telling my real life story. Fuck with my girl Fela, because we had the apartment in Techwood. You know what I'm saying? I done left with the car. She going back and forth to work on her own. Now she's grown. She doing her own thing. You know what I mean? I get some dope, go back to Bankhead, fuck with Scent, see who all needs something. You know what I'm saying? Back then, not Black Day, David White, Willie Will, you know what I'm saying? Mark Duke, goddamn Dress Babe, you know what I'm saying? Pat, you know what I'm saying? Tonyo, they're my crew, you know what I'm saying? We second parking lot down, you know what I mean? Fuck with all my boys, see if they need anything, you know what I'm saying? So, we always sit. Somebody had moved. I want to say Manuel Thomas them, or either whoever stayed next door to Manuel Thomas them, because we always sat on them steps right there, just hung right there, but we trapped like on the bottom step and up there, kind of like, if you from Bankhead Court, I'm trying to tell you where the basketball court, it was a street light right there. And you wanted to trap right there on that corner. So when the police car put in, you could see them, but you could be closer to where somebody holler 12, you could take out running down that sidewalk and go down them steps, or you could turn and run toward Black Day them way, and you can cut around and go around the back of Bankhead. Bankhead OG telling hood stories, you know what I'm saying? You got to know which way to run. Once you run down the steps, you're going to go behind Stephanie Burke them house. It'll take you all the way back there toward the Delta. You could make a right by me Biff them house, run up there behind her, them house, hide behind the back. You can go behind Frank Robinson them house, cut behind White by George them stay, you can hide back there. So, and the thing was, if the Red Dog came or the police come, if everybody ran, they probably would never catch who they were looking for. So it wasn't no sense of just me running. They know who to look for. If everybody ran, people in Bankhead weren't gonna steal your dope like that. Like, it was always gonna be somebody standing on their porch or somebody sitting in their car, somebody playing their music. They'll just sit there and watch the dope. The Red Dog always say, where you go? Where you go? And they be like, they be pointing like this. Like, we don't call it snitching. They'll just point like they went that way. Yeah, they'll keep on, get your big fat ass on over there and run. It used to be fun when those fat ass out of shape ass Red Dog come down now. You know what I'm saying? You be like, he ain't gonna catch no damn body. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so lost my train of thought though, because I started talking about the running, you know what I mean? But that's how it was now and now, when you come down in Bankhead Code and all, everybody was like more together and it was unity, Uh, I love the people that didn't sell drugs just as much as I love the people that did. And we could sit in that parking lot and Dasha and them can say, "Hey, Rock, we throwing a party tonight." You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter how many of us standing around in the cut. All of us gonna come with a 10 or a 20. Yeah, here, go get some beer, some sandwiches or something. You know what I'm saying? We don't come, we still gonna goddamn participate. You know what I'm saying? So uh, when we have a Bankhead reunion, that's what it kind of mean to us. But see, cause we be done did so much stuff together. It ain't like I be trying to tell nephew Clay, if you ever was here did right now. We wasn't just the generation that somebody gave some sex to, and that's all they know was just to sell some sex. No, we were there when it was just the LSD, and we were there when it was the powder sex, and then we were there when the rock first get there. We the generation that were really there. So you one time I know you tried to compare me to a dude who just sold rocks. Well, it didn't matter how much money he made off his rock. He was just a dude that somebody handed some rocks and he just sold rocks. I was telling somebody the other day, it was a dude from Adamville. He was giving a dude from Bankhead some dope. Well, the dude from Bankhead, he wasn't scared of us, but you kept asking me why he didn't come around there where we were selling the dope. Well, I ain't gonna answer that, but I let somebody else from Bankhead answer that. We had some folk from Bankhead was so bitter toward Bankhead folk, they just gave Adamville people some dope. Yeah, we had some people from Bankhead didn't like us, even though they were from out there. Don't get that part twisted. So it's some bitter Bankhead dude. Okay, so let's get back on the subject. So I wrote in the title like if you really growed up with somebody and you found out they were snitching, they had HIV, or they going around getting everybody gonorrhea, they was in prison messing with boys. Should you tell? Should you tell it? Well, that's hard to say tell it because should you run the barn home or Techwood telling, or should you tell people in Bankhead, since I'm from Bankhead, uh, if you knew the dude girlfriend, should you just tell her? If you knew a dude would get some dope from somebody, should you tell him? Because it don't do you no good just to tell everybody, just to be gossiping. Like, I've been doing the dude 17 years, and me and him got to fighting when we were going to the Omni, or when we went to Kimberly Court, or when we was at Harper High. Then later on in life, he get caught with some dope, he started snitching. Now, why I got to take all the time we done fought together and go start telling everybody, oh, he's snitching. Now, hey, I need somebody to comment on that. I've been with a dude all my life. We done got to fighting together against other folks. He done helped almost save my life. So when he get caught snitching, selling some dope, should I be the one going around telling everybody he's snitching? Answer that for me, Dynasty. Because he's still my homeboy. Mm. Nobody said nothing. Dynasty, look here. Look at this shirt right here. Tell me what you think. I came out with the them collection. See what she said? Come on with them $40 Well, I remember we go to the party, they play that David D. You are the best. Drop that shit called We So Fresh. Then you close your eyes, dance with Big Dots and Shelly and Monica and goddamn most of them, you know what I'm saying, and Tasha them. You know what I'm saying? All of them, hey man, it's a real Bankhead party, man. You go in there and dance with everybody, have a good time. Hey, who all remember Layton? Man, you Bankhead, you remember Layton, man. Drop a hard in the comment. You remember Layton. Ha if you remember Donnie Favor, man, drop a hard in the comments. What? Some of my party people. We just tell the Bankhead tales tonight. That boy Mike Cofield held a party. I couldn't go. I be having these headaches, though, y'all. You know how it is in this world, man. Ever since I got that COVID shot, man, they been taking me through there. I don't know what the government was trying to do, but it on them. I'm glad for that. See if somebody want to kick it. But anyway, I did want to get on him and share that because it's been on my heart heavy. I wish some of my people walk away from the game, get them a job, and try to do something different because with the three strike law and all these young people in prison, you in your 50s, you don't want to be going to jail right about now and have to go in there with them young guys and try to live that type of life. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Cause that one thing y'all don't hardly hear me get on here and talk about. I don't care to talk about no gangs. I don't even try to. That's one thing I don't want to talk about. Only thing I can talk about is try to get these old guys to get out the way and let them folk have it. They done made up their mind. I got children who snake me out and cross me out for that. I'm not even finna try to get in them for way. Once they make up their mind, they go somewhere and smoke their reefer. Daddy, he don't know what he's talking about. He's a sucker now, you know what I'm saying? Start trying to build you down, you know what I mean? To build that thing up. It ain't gonna work for me. Can't beat them when they 20, 30, 40, 100 deep, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find two or three of y'all that'll go invest in on some land. I can't talk about all the other stuff. I need you right now with me putting 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 on a piece of land before they buy it all up and all of it be back in slavery. And I ain't talking about slavery like you thinking, like with a shovel in your hand. When they just push you out in the middle of the street, you ain't got nowhere to go. They force you to commit crimes and scams and stuff till you end up in prison. Even the scammers now is the one that doing all the telling and snitching because every time they get caught, they wasn't tough anyway. Now you got scammers snitching and you got drug boys snitching. And you got armed robbers snitching. But then when the armed robbers get down there in the chain gang, they gonna band together because they armed robbers, dummy. And you got to join them. So either we gonna buy some land or we gonna be some slaves to two different people. The system gonna slave you, or they gonna send you down there with them YNs and let them slave you. Cause they gonna slap you. They gonna beat you. They gonna take your money. They gonna hog tie you. They gonna cut you and let their blood run out of you. And you gonna be sitting there in disbelief too much you believe in God. When one of them young YN gonna take a knife and cut you that you bleed in the middle of the floor. And you're gonna be talking about a black man did that to me. Oh, I already know what it feel like. They come in my own apartment and shot me down like a dog. I ain't got time to try to save them and rebuild them. Not me. I let somebody else do it. I let the fake system say, uh, government gave him $1 million to help with the housing. Well, they gave $10,000 and gave 100 people a house and put the 900,000 in their pocket, and they said they were helping the homeless. That's the kind of system we running up here. Instead of just taking the whole $1 million and let the nonprofit make sure a million people got somewhere to stay. That's the kind of scams the government running. Hood, the homeless folk put a big old sign downtown, a big old billboard down about Grady, so they're gonna end homelessness. I bet you add up the money that they charge every month to keep that sign up there, you could be done paid 4 people rent for a whole year. So when I say if you don't want to come and get no land and do something different, you're gonna be a slave. You got to go to work and pay all these bills and then send some money to a prison. You ain't send it to your own loved one. You're gonna have to send it to them YN because they're gonna beat your loved one and cut them with them. They got some big old knives. Cuz you gotta go on live and see me, man. I'm on live, man. You wanna call the brother, man.
I didn't know. I don't know why this phone let me know when you be. I see it afterwards for some reason.
Man, go on one of the lives. I'm getting at the end, man. I don't know why you ain't. I'm on 3 lives and you ain't even checked in. I keep saying, Adamville, where you at?
I guess we trying to see what's going on with this thing, man. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Nobody could. He love. Let me see there. Anybody? That boy Dexter Hammer, Deck. Boy, you was out there. You know what I've been through, Deck. Reggie, what's up? It won't let me bring nobody in. This thing here crazy. I guess I've been on him too long. They be banning me and everything, saying I'm cussing, playing music. I don't know what to say. Sometime about this thing. I remember earlier it wouldn't even let me get on. Rich Red.
What's going on?
What up, man? Talk to me, man. I didn't want to be talking to myself, man. I was just spinning a little game about how hard it done got out here for us after all the time we done went through, man. What you think? You ain't got nothing you want to share with me? Huh? Hey, Rich. Where the hell you at? Give me a stir real title so I can chop it up for you. Hold on. Let me see if I got something you might remember. Do you remember? Oh, I posted one on my page, y'all, and I was asking everybody. I said, I got $20. You look on my Facebook, we are the club, right? I said, whoever can tell me what club we at, I'm gonna cash out the $20. That's on everything, because I know ain't nobody gonna be able to tell where we at. I still got this right here on my shirt too, y'all. I made some Falcon shirts like this one. I think I got one shirt with the Devontae Freeman them on there. I had this one way back when I was staying up there on Clay Road with Stephen Burke. Y'all make sure you see Benny and Charles got their shirt. Get your shirt early now. Don't wait till the day of the reunion. Anybody remember this? I was just telling the story about Techwood and Blue Flame. I will tell you a story, right? Now, I know ain't nobody gonna remember this, but you know on Bankhead right there where the gas station at, where they wash the cars at. One day the fair came right there, and they had this man. They had like 4-5 little games from the fair where you go up there and you could win the teddy bears and you could gamble and all that. Well, Feli wanted a teddy bear. I had old burner Cadillac. I get out, rings all on my finger, 4 pocket full of money. You know what I'm saying? We started that in Bankhead. Every time you want to put $1,000 in every pocket, yeah, it felt like you weren't fresh. You ain't have $1,000 in every pocket. That was old from back in the day. So all of us, like I said, we already know how to shoot dice. So I get over there and get the little dice game. I'm shooting the dice. Trying to win my girl a teddy bear. Oh, they have some big old pretty teddy bear. I'm gonna win the teddy bear. 20 in the more, man. It's a bet 20 more. Bet 40 more. You know what I'm saying? Bet 60 more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I done got up about $500. Still ain't won no teddy bear. I look back at my girl. She look at me. Now, I'm getting some pimping in now. So now I'm starting to look like a sucker. I done let some more goddamn red clay face beat me out of $500. And this girl going up in the damn script club dancing, making money. So I said, come on, go and sit in the car. You know what I'm saying? I took a let her side in the car. You know what I mean? I walked back over there by the white man. I said, look here, man. I said, we can handle this shit like some gentlemen, or we can get in some gangster shit. But I just goddamn lost $500 for a motherfucking teddy bear. Give me one of them teddy bears so I can get the fuck out of up here. And I ain't talking about no living. Y'all can reach up there and got me one of them big old bears and give it to me. I went to the car and barely could get him in an old burner and Cadillac. Here you go, baby. You know what I'm saying? She said, what you do? I said, I went over there and shot dice one more time. I could go out like that. One thing about it, he wouldn't have gave me no teddy bear. I was gonna take one. That was that old Rockhead really come out of me then. You know what I'm saying? He had done seen that fire in my eye, man. Cause, I was a stupid youngin'. I tell you, I know they ain't got no record of it, but I got banned from Six Flags. I did. I was a bad youngin'. I went to Six Flags one time. Me, Gregory Paul, probably Mark. You know what I'm saying? Mark Cole. We had no money here. When we got there, we jumped the gate. You know what I mean? Rode all the rides. You know what I'm saying? Back then, From Atlanta, I'm gonna show you what was popular then. We go to the Six Flags and still. You from Atlanta, you know. Back then, you go to Six Flags. They had every baseball team there. And I used to want that damn Kansas City Royal. You know what I'm saying? That Cincinnati Red. That St. Louis Cardinal. That Toronto Blue Jay. And they had the red and blue Atlanta Braves. You know what I mean? We poor kids. So we went to Six Flags. We all finna get us a helmet today, baby. You know what I mean? We come out there. That helmet tucked all up on our arms. You know what I'm saying? We down there got 3 apiece, man. So Six Flag caught me, throwed me out one time. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we come back probably about 2, 3 weeks later. Come back, get us some more hats. Got the big old stealing all the necklaces and everything. I was a bad little kid, I ain't gonna lie. But this particular day, I don't know what I was thinking. Six Flag had a hat. The hat had to been, where my hand at? The hat had to been this damn tall and this wide, and it was lined, big green hat. I went in the gift store. I'm just stealing. I pick a big ass green hat up, put the hat on my head, walk dead out the store. Halfway around Six Flags with a big ass green hat on my head. You know what I'm saying? Here comes the Six Flag police. Excuse me, sir, come in for a minute. I said, what's up? Oh, these folks done walked me out the park. Got my ID. Called my mama. They finna lock me up for a damn hat. Now, right today, it's ain't finna end it live. I end it. I don't know if I cussed or what, but right today, I don't know if Six Flags just didn't have no juvenile, but they ain't taking the juvenile in Cobb County now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they got going on over there. They ended my live. I don't know what I did, but yeah, they caught me on TikTok in me live after so long. But let me get back on TikTok, y'all. Yeah, so after that, they got my name and my little driver, like my little insurance, not insurance, my little ID, and they ended up banning me, told me I couldn't come back to Six Flags because that was like second, third time getting caught out there stealing. And so I wasn't tripping. Hell, I ain't never had no money to get in Six Flags anyway. I always broke in there. I wasn't really worried about Six Flags, you know what I mean? And then there was another place. There was one more place I got banned from down in Cobb County. There used to be a little hotel. Soon you go up Foods Industrial right there on the right. Somebody had taught me a little pimping. You know what I'm saying? I had met a couple of girls. They done growed up now. We ain't gonna call no name when they come to this right here, but PI. We was up there getting some money. You know what I'm saying? I had a little white Seville then. And so another dude said, hey man, go down there by Six Flags, man. They really spending some money. So I go down there by the little hotel on the right side of Six Flags and the left side. So I get a room down there. We run it hot. And we run over here on the left side, on the right side of Six Flags. I was green to the pimping, so I get the room in my name. But the room we had on the other side, it was in one of the Tricks' name. One of the John, they called him back then. So I was in there just hanging winter time. I'm hanging out in the room, you know what I'm saying? While the girl worked at the other hotel on the other side. So I get up, go and get in the car, ride over there, check the strap, you know what I'm saying? Come back over there. So she said, folks at the front there kicked us out the room. So I got too many people coming to the room. I said, all right, we'll use this room, run it hot, then we'll leave. Bam. We run that room hot. You know what I'm saying? I get ready to come back to the room. The police at the room. So they see me in the hallway. Hey, yeah, right there. Hey, mister, come out. I said, what's up? We're gonna have to let me get your ID. Some of my ID and stuff. So they said you banned from the hotel, you rented a room, and they said you were prostituting out the room. How the hell I'm a prostitute out the room and I ain't been back in the room? You know what I'm saying? They gave me a piece of paper said I was banned from the damn hotel up on Food Industrial. I mean up there on Six Flags Drive. So I said, damn, I ain't got banned in damn 2 places in Cobb County. Yeah, the one I should have got banned was, you know what I'm saying, when y'all lied and said I said that dope up there on Six Flags Drive. But anyway, Bankhead OT telling Bankhead story, man. Any more y'all got before I go lay this head down? Let me check, see if I got any requests. Anybody got any Bankhead requests? Y'all know I can tell you about Little Toot, Little Red. I can tell you about Rib Duke. I can tell you about Spook, Ronnie Lawson. I can tell you about Black John and Pee Wee. I got a story for days. All you gotta do is just tell me which one you want to hear about. Oh yeah. I got a Blamo and I got a Blamo and what the name is? JB story, you know what I'm saying? Not JB, Tommy Lee. One I seen with my own eyes. I got another story about Blamo I could tell you. You know, people grown now, they done moved on with their life, but I could tell you about when uh back when I was young, I got out of high school, and people used to shoot dope back then. That was before crack rock came. And we as kids, we used to have to make sure our older homeboys didn't OD on the drugs, because when they shoot the dope, if they by themselves, they'll fall out. You know what I'm saying? They'll like OD. And back then, you used to have some milk and pour in their mouth or some water or something. And so sometimes we just be out in the neighborhood playing and we see somebody OD, we'll go and pull the thing off their arm, and then we'll run in somebody's house, and be, hey, give me some water, give me some water. And we'll have to come out there and pour it on their face, slap them and shit, try to wake them up, you know what I'm saying, get them out they stupid. So one day, my homeboy Blamo, he had done got him some work. He was walking, you know, down in the second parking lot. He put the thing on his arm. He trying to get him a fix. You know what I'm saying? Didn't work, so he took it off and put it on his wrist. Didn't work, so he took it off and started messing with the back of his hand. He started messing with his fingers. He finally got frustrated. I said, "What's wrong, homie?" I guess he was. I don't know if he must didn't know how to shoot in his right arm. I guess he left-handed, so he should have been. But he always shot it up in his left arm. I don't know why he never used this arm. But he had done messed up all the veins in the arm. And he took his shoe off. He took his shoe off and he took the needle. And he back then they had a little dope on the spoon. He lighted. When it melt down, he'd shoot it down there and get it in syringe. And he pulled his feet up and he shot the dope in his big toe. I was sitting there as a young boy looking like, what the hell, you know what I'm saying? I just seen. He put his shoe back on and he was hopping, he was walking on the back of his shoe and he was hopping on down the sidewalk. He got down there and there was a little rail right there. Like I said, we used to always sit on. He sat down on the rail. I'm watching him because I'm always saying like he cool with me. If he hit the thing and fall out, I need to be there so I can get him some water and take the thing off his arm. But he can't find a good vein. So finally he get by the steps. He sit back on the rail, calm down. He's sitting there trying to think, like, damn, I need to find the vein somewhere. He studied, putting his shirt up, trying to find my vein. So finally, he reached up and grabbed his earlobe. He put the lighter back out in the spoon. And he lighted him again, and he took the needle and he mashed it down there and got him a little bit. And when he hit himself in the earlobe, he fell over the rail. You know what I'm saying? Arm, everything. Needle hit the ground and everything. He flopped out like a pig. I reached over there. The same thing they have at the hospital when they check your blood pressure. I just snapped the rubber band off and I ran up above buried them. How they said, what is? I said, name of them fell out. They give me the water jug. I come down and pour it on the back of his neck. And BB them, one of them come down there. I forgot which one was on sister. They come down there and they help lift him up and we sat him down on the ground. He flopped over like this him for a little while. They sitting there playing him and stuff till he came through, you know what I'm saying? So them were the days of a young buck down in Bankhead Coat, man. Bankhead Coat wasn't no joke, you know what I mean? Really wasn't, brother. I seen some growed up to go through some racism after all that too, but the stuff we went through with each other first, you know what I mean? We had to go through stuff with each other first to start going through stuff with the racism, you know what I mean? We've been through some stuff. I promise you we have. But I just wanted to give y'all a few more stories in life and times of Bankhead Rockhead. Y'all pray for me that I stay alive long enough to get us some land, get our stuff off the ground. If you ain't subscribed to me on TikTok, go to Rock's Bankhead TV and subscribe to my YouTube. It's free. That way, we can get us some thing popping, man. We'll get us a TV show going. And everybody can participate. And I'm gonna send. I don't know why it won't let me send it to. If you're on my Facebook, I'm finna send it to Facebook, but that way you can subscribe. I don't know why it won't let me send it to TikTok. I don't know where it went. Let me see. Move that way. Yeah, right. Okay, there you go, y'all. How you spell it? Y'all got to bear with me. You know I didn't go to school for typing. Plus, I don't know how to. Ooh. Okay, let's see how you can share a link. I cannot send this to TikTok or nothing. They let you send it to Twitter. All right, y'all. Got to get some sleep. I got a couple of customers coming tomorrow. So I don't want to look at the van. So I don't want to look at the box truck. Oh man, why they didn't come in? I could have did that while I was live. Could have been did that. Lord. Man, why my page? I want to be dropping. Damn, what is that? Got caught in the morning. I don't even go. Oh, Sequoia, what the hell you went back to Florida? Y'all don't know the half or what this shit be doing. You don't miss it, Shaquille. I've been talking for an hour. It's time to go watch some football reruns. I'll be back tomorrow, same bat time. How can I turn on notifications? Hmm. Uh, I never know how to work TikTok. Oh, it says share it live. I'll learn how to work it one day, y'all. They only know how to turn on notifications. Let's see how that works. I don't see nothing on there. Goddamn light.